Hey guys, how's it going? I've got a camera over here and the computer set up over here. So my back's going to be turned quite a bit so I can look at the computer to see what you guys are saying. And I'm going to adjust the camera in a second, but I don't have a mug. I just have a cup of tea. I told Fishing and Picking that I would do a Ty Lopez impression, so here it is. Hi, Ty here in my shitty garage. That's the impression. That's all you get because it's terrible. So let me know if my audio goes bad for one. I made sure that it's on the computer mic, so it shouldn't go bad. But if it does, let me know. I'm going to try to keep up on the chat as much as I can. And I'm not going to put my drink there. So this is another angle of my garage, and it's a complete disaster right now. This is my workbench area. The bright light is my photo light. I'm using that as lighting in the garage for now. And it's just a disaster. This all needs to be cleaned up, but I just don't have time to do it. So what you're going to be looking at is currently off camera, but it's mainly right here and probably my belly. And it's going to be me shipping stuff, packing it, getting boxes together and things like that. I'm going to show you guys what I have to ship, which is way over there. And I'll do that as I'm getting ready to ship it. I'm not going to show you guys what I have all at first and then ship. I do want to give a shout out to the Stay Cleaner, Dave. I've been watching his daily shipping videos. I haven't been commenting, but I usually catch them when they're not live. And it's a great idea, and I'm kind of stealing it from him. Hope he doesn't mind. I will be courteous to him, so if he's on, I'm not going to go on. And I'm not going to work around, like I'm not going to step on his toes. So if he just went off air, I'm going to let him enjoy that kind of bump from YouTube. So, and I may only do this once a week on Sundays because that's when I have the most shit to ship. So he does his daily. Go and check him out. He does a really good job with it. Item number 2 before I get started. I've kind of gotten into the Facebook group again. So Reseller Happy Hour Facebook group. Go and search that out. And if you want to join. Don't expect much reselling talk, though. It's really just kind of a water cooler for us resellers to sit around and giggle at stupid memes and talk about poop and farts and, funny stuff. And every now and again, a reselling question pops up, like once a month or so. So, we do welcome that as well. But it's really, don't join it expecting to learn because it's really, really stupid. And if you're in the chat, you'll find out why. Because we have Robin, Beth, Alan, Fishing and Picking, Steve Scroggins in there, Sherry Honeybee, James Hester, Eric, and now I've had to revolt to Frankie's Finds is in here, my chat. And I think I covered everybody that has commented so far. So, yeah, so that's it. So I'm going to adjust the camera now. We'll get shipping, and yeah, it'll be, how's that? Okay, let's see. Yeah, all right. So let's see. First thing we're going to ship. I wish I had a good camera setup to where I could do a better angle and I wouldn't have to move it around, but I don't. So, all right. When I ship, I like to go in order for some reason. I like to ship the first thing out first and go on from there. So, Sandy's Treasures here, Ada Wolf. Welcome, welcome. And I have a lot of easy stuff and one kind of weird thing to ship. So first thing I'm going to ship, is this Case IH International Harvester Manual. It's a service manual for, a bunch of different tractors. So this is typically, these are found in big thick binders. So I don't have the binder, I just have the individual piece, but it's already 3-hole punched for binder. And what I do with these is they're always bagged. I double bag. So light's weird. I double bag these, and I typically include cardboard as a backing. One of the nice things about a wood tabletop is you don't care about scratching it. So let's beat the hell out of it. Oh, don't tell me it's... And the reason why we double bag is because we plan for weather. So if it's raining and my stuff is left outside, which actually happened earlier this week, we scheduled a pickup. They never came to pick it up, and it downpoured, and my stuff was still outside. But because we double bagged, I'm not worried about anything being destroyed, especially paper or clothing or anything like that. So now everybody's saying that they want to jump because of the camera angle. Yeah, sorry about that. Thrift Daddy, no poop mug tonight. I just have a cup of tea, iced tea, sweet tea. Sorry, I'm in the South, so it's sweet tea. Robin Birchall, no poop mug. We got some cheap old plastic cup tonight. Yeah, I think these were Walmart, like 5 for $1 or whatever. 4 for $1, whatever. They work. Now I'm getting shitty lighting. Oh, I don't know if that's any better, but. So I'm trying to keep up on the chat and ship on a different screen. You're going to hear my printer go off a bunch because I'm printing labels. So nice old white guy sneakers. Yeah, they're New Balance. Yeah, they were $45. What? So you can see I've got a bunch of paper down here from old labels. That's because I use a box cutter to cut my labels because I've got a wood top, but like what goes straight on the wood, the label comes out all jagged and it ruins my point. So and because we tag team stuff, Ashley's gonna tape my labels on. So need the hard drive. Next up is a Western Digital hard drive. There's that bad boy. Sold it for $10. It's I paid $40 for about 100 of them. Maybe not that many. 50 or so. And I sold 5 of them for like $250, which we'll do a sales update video here soon. And I know computer geeks are freaking out right now because I'm just sticking this in a bag and not a anti-static bag, but I send them like this all the time. They never have any issues, so unless they're just inherently dead. Then I do have bubble wrap here. This is my 24-inch bubble wrap, which you can't see. There's the sheet of it here. It's on a spindle, but I've got 12-inch on the floor. Whenever the tape like falls out of the little tape holder, I just get a new roll. I don't like messing with it. Then Ashley will come around and fix it, and we'll use that one later on. Typically, these are more than a pound. It's just under. I was going to say, typically they're more than a pound, so I ship them out padded flat rate. So. Penny pinching mom, how's it going?
Your deck of cards is right there.
Okay. eBay errored out and said, we're having trouble printing your label. Had a problem retrieving the label. Package dimensions required. Okay. It's not in my labels. Okay. Try it again.
You still didn't get the label?
No, it's giving me an error message. If I need some soft classical music in the background for your entertainment. Sorry. Here. I'll entertain you with my butt moves. Diana Clank, Jim can sing for us.
You're lost for that. I have it.
Huh?
I have scissors.
Okay, up next is a coronet deck of cards. Sorry, the lighting sucks. I can't do anything about that. But nothing fancy, just a bouquet. Sold these for $8. Free shipping. I bought them in a box slot with a bunch of other decks of cards and old, like, handheld board games from the 50s and stuff. So I've already more than made my money back. Beth said the eBay shipping supply store needs to restock. They're out of everything I need. Jeff, you missed it. Jeff David said most boring shows ever. I did one of these for you guys. So there you go, Jeff. Diana Clank said if you guys need bubble wrap at Staples, they have buy two get one free. I don't buy from Staples. I buy from Amazon typically. Amazon, I get it's like $15 a roll for either 350 feet of the 12 by 24 or 700 feet for the 12-inch, 12 by 12. And I can put a link to those two items on this video after I'm done. So if you're watching afterwards, it'll be an affiliate link. So I may make a whole 10 cents on it, but lots of bubble wrap for not a lot of money. So next I'm selling, I already disposed it up because I'm a dumbass. These are women's sandals. The brand is Hotter, Hotter. They're sandals. You know what sandals look like. It's 2 pounds or 1 pound, 3.9 ounces. What I just stuffed that box with was this roll. It's a thick contractor's paper. I buy it at Lowe's. It's like $13 or $11 maybe for 125 yards, I think, which is actually pretty good. And She sold a lot of shoes. Diana said, I like Jim's work table. I use one of those tall crafting tables that fold. That works too. When we bought this house last June, this table was actually a big selling feature. I came out into the garage with a guy I was friends with, and we just looked at the table and we're like, easy. Shipping, work, pictures, done. Then the rest is storage. So, worked out. Beth wants to know if you guys can see me clean some shoes. No, I will not be cleaning shoes. And as you can see, Ashley was nice enough to bag them for me so that I don't have to bag them. James Hester wants to see your label taping technique. What you do to, it's just 2 or 3 strips.
The next one down there.
Pretty easy. I do need to clean these sneakers, Robin. The other day, we had to drop our van off to get the rear brakes done. We took it to a place that's within walking distance of the house. We had to walk back. And it's been raining like crazy here this week. So it was the day after a big rain, the same day that my packages were left outside. And yeah, we had to walk back in mud. So that wasn't fun. Ashley's back there. She's taping over by where the other stuff is. So the next thing I sold were these Floor Shine shoes. I only got $20. They've been sitting for a while, but I don't know if you can see them. The camera's not on. So. I need to feel like I need to be a better host. I've been quiet here. So can I see the box? I didn't weigh it. I forgot what it said. I just don't have much to talk about. So, but I should give teasers like, stay tuned. We're going to be shipping a book. like that's exciting. But really, I will be shipping a vacuum canister, so that'll be fun. You can get to see me struggle with that. Diana's got to go. Have a good night. Tell you a story. What story can I tell that you guys would follow?
I'm getting the things in our account.
Hmm.
The Anchor store. Helping out with that.
When do the dancing shipping girls show up? They don't. They don't. So a couple weeks ago, when it was icy here pretty bad, and which actually was just a bunch of rain with a little bit of ice and sleet mixed in.
Just the snow.
Our local post office decided not to run. And it wasn't a like down from Birmingham or Huntsville decision, just that local office decided they weren't going to run. So first I'll show you the next thing I have to ship. And this is one of our last NASA pieces. We've only got a couple things left. That's terrible lighting. That's get off camera. But anyway, it's a computer piece. Sold it for $70. Paid $1 for it. So anyway, our post office decided they weren't going to run because of the ice on the roads. And so they just didn't run. So I had a package pickup, and because there is no official like National Weather Service alert for like, you know, state of emergency, even though the whole state was in a state of emergency, nothing locally here.
What the little rabbit was in?
Not enough. I got like 11 dings for missed shipments on my account.
Even though we went.
Yeah.
That was the whole. We told the story about having to go over the mountain to drop off our packages. It happened to be after a holiday weekend, so there was excessive amount. We went and dropped them all off, and only half of them were scanned in at that post office. The other half, we got dinged.
Right.
As late.
So there was like 11 late shipments that I got dinged for. My account actually was showing projected as above average instead of top rated. And top rated seller isn't what it used to be now that they've taken some of the stuff away. Or might I cut it too short? Nope, just enough. So I had to call Anchor support, and I was on the phone with them for probably an hour, just going through each of the dings, and like, you know, I have to explain like, yeah, this is one of the ones that, you know, they just never came to pick up, and you know, I did go and drop it off and blah blah. So after about an hour of that and straightening out that whole mess, he said he's going to manually remove all of those dings.
Well, because he said that he looked over the account and saw that we've never had an issue like that before, and all of it happened on the one day.
Right.
And he said, if we even need to call the post office, your post office, and verify that it was closed, then we will.
Right.
So the point is that Anchor support, having that Anchor store, it really ended up. I mean, it
ended
helped.
Up saving us.
Yeah, it helped tremendously.
Because I could not imagine anchors or dealing with regular eBay.
I mean, maybe they would have, but I think the fact that it was Anchor had a lot to do with it.
I think the fact that it was an American had something to do with it. I couldn't imagine trying to explain that 11 different instances to somebody that's doesn't speak the native language. Not being racist or whatever you want to call that, nationalist or bigoted. It's just, fact of the matter.
Did you know?
Am I sweating?
Yeah,
I'm sweating. Damn right I'm sweating. Robin's in a wheelchair. Funny guys. So yes, when we made that video, we got some slack, whatever you want to call it, pushback from some folks. But we had every right to be concerned. Now I'm shipping a Ford shop manual. Sold this for I think $12. Bought this at an auction. It was an auction lot. I bought probably 15 different manuals and catalogs for $7 or $8. And even though this can go medium mount, I'm going to send it first class because it is under 16 ounces. So I'd rather pay the extra $2 and have the customer get it sooner than he expected. Just want to check on my audio, guys. Let me know if the audio is still okay. I've got a real complex about how I sound since the last couple of videos. Everybody was like, your audio sucks. Ada Wolf, I'm not going to read your shenanigans. I know, you said can't hear you. What did you say? Funny. Robin, Beth, and Steven, thank you. Sounds good. Thanks for letting me know. What's next?
That
Teapot?
Yeah.
Okay, next I have, this will be fun, a club tea kettle, whatever, water pitcher, I think. It's Club Hammercraft, not that you can see the bottom, I'm showing you the bottom. Yeah, we're going to ship this thing. I'm going to use a 24-inch bubble wrap for this. Whenever I ship a kettle or anything with a lid, a pot, anything like that, just turn it inside out, even though this one's got that thing on there, which is going to be a pain in the ass. At least you protect the handle. So, Whenever I roll out my bubble wrap, I use my belly to catch it so I can push it down. That's one of the benefits to being fat. It might be the only benefit, you know. But you weigh that out against like heart disease and diabetes, I think that's, you know, almost a fair trade. I think I sold this little kettle pitcher for $18 or something. So not that great. Yeah.
16.
I was expecting a lot more, and even though I didn't get it, it doesn't mean I'm gonna like cheap out on the bubble wrap or, you know, just throw it in a bag and ship it. They're still gonna get the same level of packing. Because it's my fault for buying it, you know, and expecting more. Not their fault for not willing to pay more or whatever. So, So this is a priority box. This is a priority large mailing box. It's not a flat rate. It's like a 12 by 12 by 8.5. Yeah. You're going to allow me to show off my box resizer. Because it is a large mailing box and not a flat rate, you can resize those. So. And 4 pounds.
Apparently, they think you have a girlfriend.
Cool. Sucks.
What?
$8.43 to ship it.
Not moving very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry if it's kind of dry, the content, but fucking working here, right? Okay. Next up is a IBM manual that's actually in a broken, I believe it's broken. Oh no, this is the one that's almost broken. It's an IBM manual that's in a binder. I didn't get a lot for it. This is part of a bunch of free stuff that I got. We only got $10 for it. This one will go media now. I didn't pay anything for it.
They asked how much the pot cost to ship.
The what?
The pot?
The pot was $8.46 to ship, which on an $18 sale kind of sucks.
What does that weigh?
It's gonna be probably 2 pounds. Yeah.
2?
Yeah. So really, to ship 4 pounds to North Carolina, $8.46 is not bad. But when you're only selling something for $18, I think it was, that kind of
it was $16.
$16. So little more than half of my sale went to shipping. So that sucks.
No bit.
That is no good.
No bueno. This is next.
I have no idea what I'm going to ship this in.
Huh.
Next up, I picked this up at an auction recently. It's a Techniques synthesizer, AM/FM radio tuner.
I don't know if they can hear you over the printer. Can you guys hear over the printer?
All right, it's a Techniques tuner, radio tuner. I got $28 for it. I don't know where this is shipping to. I think Texas or Illinois.
I'm getting there. Hold on. Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay, so that shouldn't be that bad. The biggest thing about shipping, you guys in the audience probably know or could imagine, anyways, just having the right size stuff, having the right boxes. If you sell bigger stuff, have wider bubble wrap, smaller bubble wrap for your smalls. Just have the right stuff. And then shipping is easy. I used to wrap something this long, like this was 24-inch bubble wrap. So I used to wrap something like that with 12-inch this way and going over like this. And it was a big waste of bubble wrap and time.
Penny Pinching Mom said she thought that was a garage door opener. Your printer is loud.
Oh, yeah.
The printer is very loud.
The printer is very loud, but it's because it's right next to the microphone as well. So.
Does anybody have any questions? Why we're just kind of hanging out?
These guys all know me, huh?
Huh? You need a box. How's that box?
No, I don't want you to take all this stuff out. Am I not a fan of the large bubble wrap? I think that's fine. If that's it just depends. I mean, yeah, with smaller bubble wrap, you have to use more of it, but you get more of it too. So, like I said, for the 12 by 24, which is 24-inch wide, perforated every 12 inches, I pay $15 for 350 feet, which lasts me 2 weeks to a month. No, it doesn't. And
whoa!
What?
It jumped.
Oh. So the small bubble wrap I don't mind using. Even though I'm using more, It's just, it fits better in the garage. I can hang it. Like if I were to get 125 feet of big bubble wrap, the thing would be out to like here. What?
There's a couple questions.
Yep. Robin asks, how my sales been over the last few weeks? They've been pretty good. We've been shipping between 8 and 12 items a day. I might need to use that box.
Okay.
And yeah, they've been good. I'm going to do a live sales update thing again tomorrow or Tuesday. Monkey Stein asks, do I include an invoice with my items? No. Never have. If I'm asked to, then I will. But usually if I'm asked about an invoice, it's to not include an invoice. So I don't. And I just kind of let it go. I don't know. I've never had a problem with it. So if somebody asks, I'll, of course, print one out and give it to them. But there we go.
What is the deal with these? They are going down somewhere. Okay.
So we had to find a box, and typically I don't like shipping boxes like this. Like this is Advanced Pierre Foods. So it says here, chicken patties with teriyaki sauce. I'm going to do what I can to remove that label. Now I'm not going to be able to remove all of it, but I'm not going to remove any of it. I went to peel it and like this little tiny bit came out, so yeah.
Apparently half the audience is drunk.
Well, it is Sunday and
maybe not half, but just a couple.
Ada Wolf, I don't know if you're a reseller. I'm not sure that I've ever seen you in chats before. Here on other shows, channels, when I used to watch them. But watching somebody ship eBay stuff, watching somebody list eBay stuff, and just talk about eBay and Amazon and reselling and whatever. It's entertainment. It's entertaining.
Can be.
Can be, yeah. It's not always. There's some things that I've watched and I was like, they really need not to have. They need to not speak.
Do you know how much it weighs?
Not yet. I guess it's 5 pounds. Yep, 5.
What?
Balls.
Yeah, it did that. It's not. It wasn't going. Of course it's not.
It's weird. Print. So on this tuner, which is now in a box, but I'm going to show you the box anyway because that's the kind of content you get here. I paid $12, I think, for
Comes the printer again.
4 or 5 different components, Techniques components. And this is the last piece. So I sold some other stuff for, I think one was 60, one was 80, another was 60. That's moving on. Next we have a loose lot of watches. Just different ladies, cheapo watches. People that are into steampunk like to disassemble these and use them for whatever parts. There's brands like Milan. That one just says quartz. Watch. There is a Bulova in there, but I couldn't get it to work. There is an old John Alden, which is not a very good brand, even though it's old. And a Hellbros. I couldn't get that to work either. So this little lot of watches I sold for $16.
Except for one. That's the one.
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. James Hester said, sometimes I'll flip used boxes inside out so they'll look better, but it's a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, it is. Which is why I usually don't do it. And I try not to send stuff in, especially food boxes. Like I'll take a used Amazon box and do that, and that's fine. But like a food box or anything like that, I try to stay away from. But as it was mentioned before, eBay is out of a lot of their, different sized stuff, boxes. So
How much is that weigh?
It would be 11 ounces. So I'm kind of waiting on that to restock so that I can order using my 150 credit. So 10 ounces. Sorry. You already bought it?
No, I didn't go. Maybe I did. I did. Computer's really slow.
So this lot of watches I paid $3 for, sold it for $16. I just shipped it at the 11 ounce rate, even though I could have done 10, but I said 11. So, because I guessed. So it just cost myself 50 cents.
That's nice.
This is a realistic AM/FM audio cassette recorder, vintage radio with a nice fat antenna on it. I've sold stuff like this in the past. This is battery only, even though it does have a adapter right there for a plug. I sold this for $30, I think.
Yeah.
I paid $4. So. Shipping this is the cost of shipping on this will be interesting because it's kind of heavy-ish for a radio. Ugh. Anyone else had customers complain about the higher flat rate envelope prices? I've had customers complain. I've had to educate a few when they send an offer over. Like this one is a perfect example. They sent over an offer of $25. I had it out. It was $35 on sale, I think. So they sent over $25. And ordinarily on $4, I might take that offer, but I was like, hey, shipping rates have gone up, so I can't do 25, but I could do 30. And he took it. So blame it on the shipping rates when you're doing your counter offer. But the flat rate boxes or envelopes, I've not had anybody complain about them now. But I don't charge for shipping on that stuff. What I am charging shipping on, I keep going back and forth. For December and January, I did free shipping everywhere. And now I'm back to a shipping surcharge on the West Coast, which is why you're seeing a lot of the shipping that I'm doing here is Indiana. It's like Midwest and East Coast. So, and that's only on expedited. So people that buy big stuff that I got to send priority mail, they're going to get a $12 surcharge.
How much does that weigh?
I don't know. I'm just turn it off.
Did it work?
You have it on the thumbs.
7 pounds.
I don't know about one.
Okay, right.
7 pounds, Alabama to Indiana. Anybody want to take a guess? That's what we should do. We should do shipping. The shipping price is right. 7 pounds, Alabama, North Alabama to South Bend, Indiana, home of Southern Bends, and I think Notre Dame. $13.95 says Robin. Bubbles King, $14. Scott Zilke
Took back his message.
retracted. Scott cheated. Yeah, probably. $9.74. $9.74.
Shoes are next.
Okay.
More lady shoes.
This is another pair of shoes. This is that Hotter brand. I bought these at an estate sale. They wanted $5 a pair, but I bought a bunch of them, so they gave me a deal. It was an estate sale not run by a company, but by a family. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but there's a little scuff mark on the toe. So I couldn't get
It was
what used would typically get. But still got $20.47. And it'll go in the shoebox.
you didn't get the Those.
We're a little more than halfway to the end. Maybe more than halfway. Yeah, more than halfway to the end here. And if you stay tuned, you're going to watch me curse as I pack a vacuum cleaner. How's that for a teaser?
Are you sending this out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bubbles King, that was USPS. I really try not to ship FedEx because it sucks. 2 pounds.
2 pounds to Kansas.
Yep. I hate Kansas. So shipping is kind of eating up a lot of our profits because, you know, it's just what it is.
You can start. I have one of those.
Another pair of shoes. Women's shoes. This is the brand is Soft Shoe by Medicus. And I couldn't get what a typical used pair of shoes would get because on the sole there it's all chewed up. So I got what I could get. I think I paid $1 for these at Goodwill in Tennessee because they do dollar color days or whatever. So whatever lady or dude, guys can. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Got a good deal on these. So I think I sold these for $13.29.
£2.
2 pounds.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's the last of the shoes.
It looks.
I've got one more thing to ship.
That's not true.
What?
You have other things to ship. You have one more thing ready to ship.
Yes, one more thing ready to ship. And then it's vacuum cleaner time. Canister. It's not the whole cleaner. It's just one part. This is Essays by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Sold it for $8. It, of course, goes media mail. It's an X library edition, so that's why it didn't go for a little bit more. And I bought a whole bunch of books, X library, and they're not like public library. They're middle school library books. Just the other week, I just put them all at $10. I took best offer off, and I'm just going to let them rip that way. Two pounds.
The vacuum cleaner is right there.
All right. So this is next. This is the grand finale. It's a vacuum cleaner. It's a canister. I sold the hose for $45. Sold this for $70. The hose I sold a few weeks ago. I paid $6 for the vacuum. So now we're gonna ship it. And it's going to Brooklyn, New York.
That should be fun.
And no, it never did, Scott. All right, I'm using the 24-inch bubble wrap.
Are you really?
I have to go about a long ways. Oh, son of a bitch.
Scott said, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. What we did is we, not the following week, because of course we didn't really notice until the second week. We just sent in a second shipment. Last week we sent in 2 shipments to kind of, because of course something that week dropped our sales on Amazon. So to pump them back up, we sent in 2 shipments in 1 week. And we're back on track.
In the end, we're out about $200 is what we paid for all the stuff.
Although this vacuum came from when we got all that stuff too.
Yeah.
So
yeah, because we spent $200 the whole day.
Right, and you made the money with the vacuum, so
Almost.
well, made some money.
That's it. Bubble wrapped vacuum. And now we pack it tight in the box. And should be good to go.
Oh my gosh, how much is that gonna be to ship?
I don't know. I need a little.
Yeah, medium?
Yeah, probably a large.
Yeah, want to try medium or you try large?
Just go to large. So for my big stuff like this, I just go to Lowe's and buy boxes.
Well, we buy the Lowe's boxes for our Amazon.
We buy for Amazon anyway. Yeah. Amazon doesn't care if they receive their shipments in whatever box. But if you're going to send in box ready to ship items, they have to be plain. But if you're going to send your bulk stuff, it can be in a Lowe's box or whatever. I think I sent one item to, or one box of shipment stuff to Amazon and an eBay box even. So. I'll put this on the chair.
Yeah.
Steven says it's going to cost $25 to ship. It's going to Brooklyn, New York. So.
You might not be far off.
Yeah, you probably won't be far off.
This will probably end up going FedEx.
Yeah. See that?
Mm-hmm. You want a cookie?
Yep.
I don't have any. I send stuff in Walmart boxes about once a month. Just.
That's what basics are. Yeah.
We've actually started using the Walmart boxes occasionally.
I don't like the Walmart large boxes
Right.
because they're 24 tall. And the Lowe's are 24 wide. So.
And have handles.
And they have handles. In the end, it really doesn't matter because you're getting the same, but I would just rather work like here rather than up here. If that makes any sense.
Nope.
Okay.
Sorry, Beth, there's no cookies. It's kind of like a joke with him. Anytime he does anything, I always ask him if he wants a cookie. And then when he says yes, I go, you can't have one.
Yeah. It's funny to poke fun at diabetes.
Pretty much. What do we got? 15 pounds.
15 pounds to Brooklyn, New York. Any guesses? We got 25 from Steven Scroggins, who didn't even know the weights.
Gracious,
It's a bold move. It's like betting blind in poker.
That could be fun. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. FedEx.
Hang on.
Oh.
Okay, Scott says $16.55 FedEx. We have the USPS price.
But the computer is very confused.
Nope.
Home.
Yep. 24. 14. Ooh. You do. Right, priority. So we're actually going to send it out priority mail. FedEx. Let's see. 1865 says Robin. Eric Dominic said 1798 FedEx. FedEx was $25.49. FedEx home delivery. And priority mail is $26.55. Oh wait.
Whoa. Is that because the
dimensions? Yeah, wants to do dimensional. We had to put dimensions in for FedEx, and it carried over when we went back to the USPS screen, and then it put our shipment at $44. But you pull out the dimensions, and that pulls it back down to $26.22. So Steven Scroggins was right on with his $25. That's pretty good. But what did I charge the customer? $0. I didn't charge him anything.
print?
Yes. If I would have charged shipping, then I would have charged less for the item. So in the end, I would have made about $70 either way you look at it. Yeah, so $70, 25 goes to shipping, and I paid $6 for it, and I already made 45 on the hose. So I think that's all we're gonna do. That's all she wrote. So just make sure. Yeah. So that's it, guys. We shipped. Sorry about the light. But yeah, so we shipped some big stuff, some small stuff. It all stayed on the East Coast or Midwest. That's because I'm doing the shipping surcharge to the West Coast, charging $12 extra to ship it out there. And I swear that people in California, Washington, Colorado, anywhere that's in that West Coast zone, they must only search with free shipping because they know that shipping is expensive to get it out there.
Hey, Scott.
So they're shipping just.
Yes, Beth. We took the dimensions out for USPS.
Yeah, for USPS, we took out the dimensions because they technically don't require dimensions. So if you just leave your dimensions out. And that's it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. The big tote is in the car with stuff in it. So.
Robin Birchall said dimensions are too big to ship. How? Priority mail? See the tape measure. Oh, for FedEx, yeah. Yeah, for FedEx Home, the dimensions are, they put you into big time dimensional shipping. So it's 24.18, we knew that, and it's actually 10.
Does that matter?
It would have mattered a little bit, but not enough. Yeah, FedEx Home was way high. Or it was on par because of the dimensions. If this were like a 16 by 14 by 10, then it might have been a deal. But it would have saved me $1 to ship it FedEx. So I'd rather just not have to leave the house tomorrow because Mondays we don't go anywhere. So
generally,
usually, yeah.
And I've got housework to do.
Yeah, she has to.
To what?
Do her wifely duties.
Yeah.
So yeah, we went to the auction last night. We bought some stuff. I'm actually kicking myself on 2 lots that I kind of backed off. One was this really nice machinist box. And I don't get good cell phone service because it's out in the middle of nowhere. And the box sells for like $500 auction style. Every auction ended with like over 20 bids, so it's in high demand. And I checked this out after I got home. So it went for $35. I wish I would have pushed a little harder on that. And then they had binders full of antique postcards. And they had 7 or 8 binders, and one sold for $25, and I bid up to $20. And then the other one sold for $17.50, I think. I bid up to $15.
I thought they only ran it once, and she bought them all.
No, it ran twice.
I must not have been paying attention.
So the second time it ran, I was expecting the guy to go a little bit cheap. He went to $17.50. I should have pushed it to $20, but I wasn't expecting him to buy the rest out, and he bought the rest out. So I was hoping that it would run once more, then I'd get it for like $12.50 to $15 and then buy them all out. But my gamble didn't pay off, and I came home, checked out antique postcards, just a lot of antique postcards, and one guy had a binder sell with a ton of bids for $225 for a binder full, and it looked to be about the same, like a 3-inch binder. So I'm kicking myself for that too. But
you did get some postcards. They're just not.
I got loose postcards that are more 50s to 90s. That will comb through and try to get the best ones.
Scott said, "Scared money don't make money." LOL.
Yeah, it's not. It's a little bit scared. It's I was uncomfortable with it's stuff that I had never sold before. So, and I didn't have cell phone service to check it out on the fly out there. So I stuck with what I knew. And,
still got stuff.
And I still got stuff. And yeah, I didn't want to gamble last night. So, and I really wasn't expecting that guy to buy out the whole thing, the whole rest of that lot. So
I think it actually worked out because then, I mean, you managed to go and get stuff today.
Yeah.
Like, if you had bought all of that last night, we probably wouldn't have went out at all today.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just kind of.
I'd rather have the stuff from last night, but
well,
it is what it is. So that's it, guys. We're done shipping.
We are now.
It's 9 o'clock here.
Standing around.
And yep. So that's it, guys. We're gonna stop here and go and probably watch some TV or something. We've been out here all day, so thanks for coming out. If you're watching this live, thanks for sticking with it. If you're watching afterwards, like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Night.
It's a cup. I don't know. I just wanted to point at a cup because that's the thing to do. So, all right, bye.